The challenges faced by the UK construction industry continue to grow, from managing and organising unprecedented amounts of asset data to silo working and communication issues. To help overcome these issues, clients and suppliers need to work together to drive a more efficient delivery process for the built environment. Building Information Management, BIM, is a collaborative way of working that has been undervalued and underutilised over the years, but remains the key to unlocking more efficient methods of designing, constructing and operating our built assets. Although the industry is well versed with the use of BIM for aiding design and construction during the capital delivery phase, we want to do much more to demonstrate the benefits of BIM when applied to operation and maintenance during the operational phase. Our SCAPE procurement pathway ensures that we embed key digital asset data into the common data environment to enable more effective asset management throughout a project lifecycle, from earliest concept through to operation. Collaboration is the key to BIM, and by creating centralised, accurate and trusted data, the sharing of information enables cost savings, time savings, quality outputs, improved lifecycle for your project, digital asset records to aid facilities management and compliance with government legislation.
The government have been pushing BIM for a long time, and really the reasons for that are some of the things that are quite well published around efficiencies in the construction process, in the design process. But what the government are recognising by continuing to mandate and push is the whole industry can get more productive and more efficient, done right. And that includes asset owners, that includes clients, that includes people who use the buildings, not just the people who build them. If your BIM planning is done properly, what your contractor at the end of your project is doing is giving you everything packaged up, ready to use. BIM allows you to say what's behind that wall, what's in the ceiling void, what's that made of. So all of a sudden you don't have to work so hard at working out what you've already got. BIM is important to clients at a number of different levels. But if we start with the most important thing of all, which is the Building Safety Act, and the requirement to demonstrate what's described as a golden thread of information. So we have to be able to show the users of the building in the future that the building has been constructed safely, that the components of the building are safe, that the materials we've used are going to perform in the way they're supposed to, and that all of that's been put together in the building in the way that it was intended. Since the Grenfell fire, we've learnt a lot about what we need to do in managing quality and managing construction. Another really important part of the value of BIM is if you are an organisation that is passionate about the environment and wants to be able to demonstrate you've got a low carbon building, you've got to know the materials that that building is made out of comprehensively. You've got to know how those materials were manufactured. And for the person in your project who's measuring the carbon footprint of the building, only a well put together information management plan will enable that to be done, because you need to know the carbon in the products, the carbon in the construction methods, and you need to bring all that together. And so it's a huge part of us unlocking decarbonisation of the construction process. In terms of to date, what we've got is some uptake from larger clients on big projects, but generally that uptake isn't there. I think clients perceive BIM as maybe not for them, so maybe they don't realise the benefits they can get. But I think the other thing is fear of the unknown, fear of the unexpected, fear of the technically complicated perhaps. We want to change that. We're an organisation that spends a lot of time thinking and working on this. We have access to expertise that a lot of public sector bodies don't, so we really feel a responsibility to make this happen. What we've done with our frameworks at this stage, we've looked really hard at the BIM Stage 2 mandate and the Building Safety Act. We've worked collaboratively with our contractors and we've said, how can we make this easy? How can we take the fear away? How can we unlock the benefits of BIM for our clients? And not in the design and construction process, how can we make sure that they get value from the process after we've walked away, after the project's finished? So our National Construction Framework now features support there. There are a number of pathways in the framework that clients can choose from that allow clients to realise those benefits with as little stress and pain as possible. So they want Stage 2 and they know what they're doing. That offer is there, compliant, simple. But if you need more help than that, if you need to unlock these benefits, then we have a pathway in the framework now that allows the contractor to work really closely with the client in a pretty unique way. So we bring the contractor to the table as early as it's possible to do so. So it's compliant, but it's instant. And we've got the contractor there with their expertise on BIM to help the client on their side of the problem. But where it is the right thing to do, we really want our contractors to get that across and to talk to clients about that and to help clients understand what they need to do differently. So it's that collective effort, bringing everyone together and really working for the future. It's our commitment, our organisational mission really to bring efficiency to bring value. So this is a really good way of doing that in terms of getting ahead of this and bringing solutions.
We need clients to push for building information management because it's fundamentally them that are going to be using the information. If clients could imagine receiving a building, they knew exactly how it was going to operate, they knew how they were going to feel within that building, they knew how the people that were occupying the building were going to feel, that would give them confidence that they were making the right investment decisions, that they were getting value for money. Fundamentally, clients are running a business, and for most clients, design and construction is helping that business, and so they need to make sure that their investment is a sound one. They can generate that confidence if they've got data and information that they can rely on. It really is about putting information at the fingertips of those people that have a need to get access to it. We all need to promote the opportunity that reliable data and information presents. Now that means that we have to think about how we articulate the requirements for data and information. It means we have to think about how we work collaboratively together. It means we have to think about what are the real benefits that we can get out of geometrical modelling. How can we push the testing of those models so that we can create environments that are predictable and that are optimised so that we've got really smart assets that we want to work and live in. A BIM future to me looks like one that is data rich. We have clients really articulating very effectively the data and information that they expect to achieve from the design and construction team. We've got a design team and a construction team that's working very collaboratively with a focus on how they generate the data and information that's going to aid decision making, that's going to reduce risk, that's going to create safe construction environments, and that's going to generate assets that people want to work and live in. Fundamentally, it's about generating information that we can rely on for design, construction and operation and maintenance of assets. I really have hope for a future where we are interrogating data and we're using that data to be able to answer queries around how an asset should be running, to be able to get quick response times into maintenance activities, to be able to really bring about efficiency